Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Morning, New Hampshire. Let's begin. First up, Plymouth teen charged in connection with roommate's suicide. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Kristen Carosa.
Do you need some help crossing the street? The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
The mother of Michael Buskey in court Tuesday for 19-year-old Parker Hogan's arraignment. The man prosecutors say helped plan her son's suicide.
I just hope that everything comes to light and people see what really happened.
Prosecutors say Buskey was found dead in the woods earlier this month off of Texas Hill Road from a gunshot wound. Buskey and Hogan were roommates at the time, and a police report reveals the two attempted suicides in the past and often talked about how to do it.
In my personal opinion, I think there's a lot more behind it than meets the eye.
According to court documents, Parker and Hogan went into a wooded area in Plymouth. Hogan then left Buskey there and went back in to make sure Buskey was dead after he heard a gunshot. He reported what happened to police the next day. A case legal analyst, Kirsten Wilson, says is rare.
I think it's going to be a tough defense to put forward that he didn't believe that this was a probable outcome.
Hogan is pleading not guilty to aiding in the suicide, as well as 3 counts of falsifying physical evidence, something Wilson says will be important in this case.
There are allegations that he got rid of a suicide note, that he had White's fingerprints off of the gun and alcohol nips that were involved in the planning, I believe. Those are going to go towards showing that he knew full well what was going to happen when Buskey was left alone in the woods by Hogan.
Now, we did try to speak to Parker Hogan's defense attorneys today in court, but they had no comment. Live in studio, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your weather. Your weather right now is clear, 49 degrees. Your weather for today, cooler sunshine, highs in the 70s. And for tonight, fair skies, lows around 50. Now let's take a look at the traffic right now and see how your roadways are moving along for this Wednesday morning. And here is a look at that traffic for you right now. We're seeing a lot of green roadways and no yellow spots and red spots on the roadways just yet. Your traffic is moving pretty good on your Wednesday morning, so that is a good sign for all of you. And now let's take a look at your event calendar for today. Web Accessibility Training Class Advance at 9:30 a.m. at the American Graphics Institution in Woodburn, Massachusetts. Terrific Tow's Playtime at 9:30 a.m. in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Family Story Time at 10 o'clock a.m., Dover Public Library. Bugs, Slugs, and Worms, Oh My Families at 10:30 a.m. and Laconia, New Hampshire. Horse Pond Toastmates Club, Northeast Delta Dental office in Concord, New Hampshire. And that is at 12 o'clock p.m. Wheelchair Health in Motion, downtown Manchester YMCA at 1:15 p.m. AARP Fraud Fighters, Hampstead Public Library at 2 o'clock p.m. Teen Art Color Block Painting, Laconia Public Library at 3:30 p.m. Friends Youth Monitoring Program, Friends Program Office, 4:30 p.m. in Concord, New Hampshire. Two Lives with author Reaver Lineberg at 5:30 p.m. at Gibson Bookstore in Concord, New Hampshire. Tops Take Off Pubs at St. Mary's Church and Father Baptist Center, Tilton, at 6 p.m. Got anxiety? Get help at 6 p.m. in Kingston, New Hampshire. And those are all the events happening today in New Hampshire. And another event that is happening today, Red Arrow Diner Neon Sign Celebration. Today from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Join us for lunch and grand unveiling of Red Arrow's rebirth's iconic neon sign today from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. Starting at 11:30, Red Arrow Diner Grills will set up outside and open for business for hot dogs and hamburgers. Lunch patrons are invited to come out for lunch and help us celebrate this occasion. The original neon sign was originally used for George's Apparel in downtown Manchester and reused by Red Arrow Diner owner Carol. She transferred this historic sign into a neon beacon for the Red Arrow Diner Manchester location nearly 25 years ago. Recently, the original sign's neon had stopped lighting the way to the diner, and the Red Arrow Diner management decided to rebrandage the historic beacon, keeping as much as possible of the original structure. And that does it for Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed this edition of Good Morning New Hampshire, and I'll see you back here for Good Evening New Hampshire tonight at 6:30 p.m. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye.